Yeah, so good evening, guys. I trust you all had a great day. Actually, I had a great day from the 3 o'clock session. Tonight, we'll be wrapping up our Flexbox media queries and responsiveness class with this class tonight and the last 2 class about Flexbox and media queries. You know what Flexbox is, you know why Flexbox, you know what is Flexbox. So I'll run through it quickly. This is something like the flex model, the main axis and the cross axis. So in a flex box, we know we have different directions, which is row and column. If you can see my slide very well, let me zoom in a bit. If you can see my slide, this is indicating that the flex direction of this particular object is in row. This is the same thing as this. If you take a look at this slide and the previous slide, you would see that this particular row is in reverse to this one up here. This is green, dark green, yellow, and stuff like that with red at the end. But this is like a reverse of the previous row. So the direction here is row reverse. So taking at this one, you see that this flex direction is column. It's just a recap of what you've learned before. If you look at the left hand side, it's in column. If you look at the right hand side, it's the reverse of this column on the left hand side. So we call this direction on the left the column and this direction on the right the reverse column. We are talking about flex wrap. Flex wrap is basically wrapping objects inside let me say a container. When you wrap something and make sure no matter how plenty those objects are, they are fitting inside that container no matter how small. So to use the flex wrap, you just give your you just give your element a flex wrap of wrap. Justify content is actually justify content is telling you how you want your contents to be arranged on your page, either at the start of your container, let me put it like that, or the end of your container, or the center. So we have 3 values. Let me say 3 values for justifying content: the start, the end, and the center. In justify content, you can the last one Emmy said in the last class was there's a way to put spaces in between the content inside that container you are justifying. When you want to space up the content between the container you are justifying, instead of using a margin or a padding to space them out, but because the flexbox allow you to space those contents equally, you can use the space between content or the space around. Flex start. This is how when you want to align your items. You see this rule. This item, one of these items is bigger than the other one. But to align them equally, we use the flex start align item, meaning this stuff will align this item to the start of the page. Same thing as flex end or align item center. So the one I'm particular about this class is the okay, let's shoot straight to responsive design. If you take a look at this part of the slide, it's saying the problem of website in quotes was as mobile device and tablets become widely available, developer had a problem. How do we create website that look good on all screens? One of the major problems most people ask, do we build for desktop first? Do we build for desktop first? Do we build for mobile? Is it tablet? Now, so early on, it was common to create separate style sheet for different devices, which is stressful, very, very stressful, or completely different websites for each sizes. Now, these days, we typically create one website and style sheet that is able to respond to different device size and features. That's where media queries come in place. Media queries allow us to modify our styles depending on particular parameters like screen width or device type. You would agree with me that the size of your Android phone or your iPhone is different from the tablet. If your screen size for your small Android phone is let me say 100 pixel, your tablet will never be 100 pixel because they have a different screen size. Same thing with our smaller Android phone with operating system of 4.2 or 4.3. There are different screen size to different devices. So media queries, like Emmy said in our last class, allows you to modify your style sheet so that your website can fit on different screens. Tonight I'll be showing you how to write different media queries for different screen size, and I trust you'll get it on from there. So this is an example of writing. This is a very good example of writing media queries with the max width of 800 pixels. But I would like to show you a website first. Let me show you a website first. This is Stripe official website, and if you take a look at this page, you would see that let's take this content for an example. If you take a look at this page, you would see when we shrink this website to another size, this stuff actually enlarges. And you see this stuff actually stack up to themselves. When this page is, is being shrink to another size, this stuff they stack up to themselves, and when you come to a larger screen, they expanded. Oh, where's my stripe? They expanded, and let me show you more. You would notice this particular slider is not on a small screen. This particular slider is not on a small screen. You would also notice these things stack up to themselves. When you come to a larger size, let me close my PDF. It enlarges. Let me show you what it is on the larger size. So that's the job of media queries. It allows you modify your style sheet so that for different screen size, you can be able to, you can notice very well. So that's that for that. Let me show you through the developer tools too. When I go to my iPad, this is how this page will look like on my iPad. So let me go to my S5. Because of the small screen size of my S5, this is how this page too will look like. So you see that for different pages, for different devices, there are different screen size. Let me go to a tablet. I think there's a tablet here. Okay, no, this is smaller. iPhone X. iPhone X is a bit bigger. But for the big screen, you see this is how it looks like. So this is the work of the media query. It helps you style your element to the extent of giving it a preferable screen size. So let's go proper into our business for the day. So this is what okay. I have a predefined file here that I'll be using as an example. Let me open with live server. So that now if you take a look at this page perfectly, you would see that on a small screen size, let me show you this. On a small screen size, nothing happens to this page except for the fact that, of course, it stacks up to this point. But I'll be writing different styles for different screens, so you see how media query work. The first style I'll be writing is the first for a big screen. So when you want to write media queries first, the first thing you do is write at media. For those of us that use this autocomplete, you can either do this or we do this. So we are writing is with a screen of minimum width of 1500 pixel. I'll be styling the H1 element. I'll give it a color of green. So I hope so. Please permit me checking out something. I think my system is misbehaving, but okay. Let me start with 500 pixel. Giving it the color of red. Hmm. Don't mind me. I'm trying to check out something. Okay. So I guess my screen size is not big. Does not have a mini one a. Maybe I should just leave it. Does not have. It's not up to 1500 pixel. So let me choose another size. I think let me choose 600. This is 500. 1000. Let me choose 600. Do. Yeah, let me do for 800. Let me make this one purple. Okay. So originally the black color the black color is the color that my H1 is carrying, and my H1 is the media query. This media query is in Word. Let me enlarge my screen. My H1 is this media queries in Word. Now to make sure when my viewers come to my website, because people on small screens will not be able to see this media queries in code as long as it is, I need to look for a way as a front-end developer to make sure this media queries in code fits on all screens. And that is why I said the media queries help us modify our style sheet to be able to make sure our element fits on all styles of screen. All styles of screen. There is no screen you cannot design for, as long as you know how I want it to be. Now coming to look at my, we are going to share this. Let's start with blue. Now I'm giving this element with minimum screen. I think this screen is 600 pixels. Let me check. This should be for a normal Android phone. Okay, S5, iPhone 5. This is not iPhone 5. I guess all the screens they are not up to. There should be a tab there. Anyways, so if I have a screen with the minimum width of 600 pixels, my H1 element gets the color of blue. Let me enlarge. If I have a screen with the minimum width of 800 pixels, my H1 element gets the color purple. If I have a minimum width with 1000 pixels, if I have a minimum width with 500 pixels, my H1 element gets the color of red. I think I need to change this to 900. Likewise, if I have an element with a screen size of minimum width 900 pixels, I guess we should just do for small screen. Let me see, 80 pixels. This is purple. Let me see, 150. That should be blue. Hmm. 500, 800, 600, 500, 900, 600, 800. So that's that for that. If you want to style your elements, let me assume I'm adding another element here, which is the H2. I'm trying to style my H2 too. So let's go back to our sheet. Oh, sorry. Okay, so you see, as let me pick this one. As my screen size becomes wider and wider, my color changes to the allocated color I have given each element. I'm sure you can see. So when you are designing a website, I think there are some major screens you need to always design for. I guess I'll look for it and let you guys know. The next one is, I think I want to I want to change the font size of my each one element on different screens. Then this is the purple. Let me give it 7 em. 7 em. Should be 7. Let me say 3 em. Okay. This is 3 em. Let me give this 2. Let me give this 5. So you see, as I go on to different screen size, because of the media queries I'm using and because of the element I am styling, different those changes appear. If you have any question, you can shoot me a direct message on Slack, or you can ask on the front end channel, and every other mentor that is available on that channel will answer you. So basically, in layman terms, this is how to write media queries. You write your at media first with the minimum width, or some people prefer to use the maximum width, but it's by my choice. So let's do for the maximum width. Let's say we have max width of, let me say 1.5, 1,500, 1,000. Let me see 500. Let me comment out this last page. To comment out very quickly, control control question mark. So for screens with the maximum width of 1,500 pixels, screens like this, you can see. Let me increase the font size. don't give the font size of 10. You can see how big it is. Let me show you. Look at how big it is. Okay. So for screens with maximum width of 1000 pixels, you can see giving us a color yellow. If I change the font size to 8, you can see how big it is. I can change the font size to 2. See how small it is. So for different screen, these are screens with a maximum width of 1000 pixels. For screens with a maximum width of 500 pixels, that should be small Android phone. That should be the smallest Android phone. So this maximum width is 500 pixels. So anything 500 pixels, you know that this is the height of it. So this font size is still okay, except for our H2 element. So let me remove it. Let me remove this too. Let me just comment out my H2 element. Control question mark or control slash. So you see that this width is 500 pixel max. Let me add this one back. Let me give it a max width. Please follow along. See these changes between 500 and 800. Which one is orange? Oh. It should be green. Let me remove this then. So this screen size here is still within the range of, this is 500. Let me move my browser here. This is 500. So this will still be within the range. So this range is around 1000. Then comes to this. So I think with that, you all get how to style elements using media queries. You've seen the screen size. There are different screen size for different phones, different devices. Yours is to know the screen size. Yours is to know the screen size you are developing for, and you know what to do. So if you have any questions, you can ask me or ask any other mentors in the front end channel. Thank you very much for this class. I said it earlier that this class is a wrap-up class for the 2 classes that have begun for Flexbox. For those that joined us late, I showed us this slide, what Flexbox is, the basics, how it looks like, flex direction, and all that. I can share this slide when I'm done. So when I'm done, if you need this slide, I'll share it with everybody so you can all have it. Thank you very much for coming. Enjoy the rest of your night. Continue learning. Don't stop learning. See ya.